Consciousness, our subjective experience of being, remains one of science's greatest challenges with profound practical implications, from treating coma patients to developing ethical AI frameworks. Before examining modern neuroscientific theories, we must understand the philosophical approaches that shape how scientists investigate consciousness and interpret findings. Materialism asserts that consciousness is entirely a product of physical brain processes. This perspective dominates neuroscience, seeking to explain mental phenomena through measurable biological mechanisms. Materialists argue that advancing neural understanding will eventually explain all aspects of consciousness physically. Dualism proposes that mind and body are fundamentally separate. Originating with Descartes' mind-body problem, dualism suggests consciousness cannot be reduced to physical processes alone. While resonating our intuitive sense of self, it faces criticism for invoking non-physical entities that cannot be scientifically tested. Panpsychism offers a middle ground, proposing consciousness as a fundamental property of all matter like mass or charge. Even elementary particles possess rudimentary experience, with complex consciousness emerging from component combinations. However, panpsychism struggles to explain how simple micro-consciousness produces unified organismal awareness. Materialism's primary strength lies in testability. Unlike dualism or panpsychism, materialist theories generate concrete, experimentally verifiable predictions about brain function. This approach has yielded tangible progress, from mapping neural correlates of consciousness to developing treatments for consciousness disorders. However, materialism faces significant challenges explaining qualia, the first-person what-is-like aspect of experience. Why does pain feel painful rather than simply triggering withdrawal? Why does seeing red produce particular subjective experience? This explanatory gap, the hard problem of consciousness, remains contentious, with some materialists viewing it as genuine scientific challenge, while others consider it conceptual confusion. Working with materialist frameworks, researchers have developed prominent theories. Integrated information theory posits consciousness corresponds to a system's information integration capacity measured by phi, representing information generated beyond individual parts. Integration refers to brain regions combining information into unified experience rather than separate processing. Any system with sufficient phi, biological or artificial, would be conscious. IIT gains support from split brain patient studies and anesthesia research, where neural integration disruptions correlate with impaired consciousness. Global workspace theory compares consciousness to a theater where specialized brain regions compete for attention. Conscious awareness occurs when information broadcasts widely across the brain via the frontoparietal network. This broadcasting makes information simultaneously available to multiple brain systems. GWT aligns with neuroimaging studies showing conscious processing involves widespread cortical activation, while unconscious processing remains localized. Materialist frameworks allow tracing consciousness as an evolved adaptive trait. Simple nervous systems in early animals likely provide basic sensory integration, while complex mammalian and avian brains potentially enabled richer experiences. Though measuring cross-species subjective experience remains challenging. Human consciousness, with self-reflection and abstract thought capacity, may extend these evolutionary developments rather than representing qualitatively different phenomena. Understanding consciousness carries profound consequences across domains. Medically, theories like IIT and GWT inform treatments for vegetative state patients. Technologically, consciousness research shapes machine consciousness and AI ethics debate. Philosophically, neuroscientific findings influence ancient questions about mind nature and personal identity. While materialist theories have significantly advanced knowledge, fundamental questions persist. How do neural processes generate subjective experience? Can consciousness be fully reduced to information processing? The ongoing philosophy neuroscience dialogue continues driving exploration, suggesting some questions may require both empirical rigor and conceptual innovation. As we develop sophisticated theories and technologies, we edge closer to unraveling one of humanity's deepest mysteries. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.